genuinely, with the Great British Swim, I say there are some amazing swimmers out there. I'm from Loughborough University, so people like Adam Peaty, I'm a huge fan. He's an amazing swimmer, but he's like a dolphin. When you watch him, it's poetic in the water. I'm more of like a chubby whale. I'm just really good at floating and eating. That's all I'm really good at. So I think that's my niche.
Well, I think you're great. You're a very infectious person to be around. I've got to tell you, we have lots of people come through these doors, and 99.9% of them are fantastic human beings, and the rest are pretty good. You're the 0.01%, but you're top drawer, mate. Seriously. So what are you going to do? Have you made all these people that are in you? I've not read you, but I can't wait to read the book. I'm going to take today off and read it. I'm going to read it in the garden. That's what I'm going to do today. And then, have you made little sort of films with each of the people in the book?
Yeah, we've got a few of them. Yeah. And I think that's one of the greatest things is kind of documenting it now, because I think we're at a really exciting time in fitness. I think way back in the day, you were a runner, and you were a strength athlete, but never would the two coexist. And now, these athletes are becoming like, hybrids. I don't know if it's common knowledge, but what you're possibly about to attempt this year, I think, is amazing, Vassos. And I think now there's this cross-pollination of ideas.
You're madder than Vassos. It's great. It's just great to meet somebody who's a bit madder than Vassos when it comes to fitness.
I want to ask you one final question, Ross. So I'm going to give you from the World's Fittest book is born the World's Fittest Tour, starting.
Oh, you're on tour?
Yeah.
Come on.
Liverpool, Leeds, Loughborough, Cardiff, Cambridge, Brighton, Oxford. Basically, May to early June this year. Margate, Birmingham, Aberdeen. So worldsfittesttour.com, is that right?
Thank you. Thank you. That's
but if you could be, say Mo Farah, a marathon runner, or Adam Peaty, a swimmer, or say a tennis player, Andy Murray, Roger Federer, or a sprinter, Usain Bolt, you can be one athlete. What would it be?
Do you know what? I right now I would love to be Kipchoge, just because I think he is the best at the moment. I think he will break the 2-hour marathon, and I think it's so exciting right now. It's almost like Roger Bannister way back in the day when people said you cannot run under a 4-minute mile. Your lungs will explode, your legs will. Leading physicians said it cannot be done. But Roger Bannister laced up his trainers.
It's a great point there.
Yeah. And what we were meant to do, the reason we look like we do, is because we're persistent hunters. We are long distance athletes. We are the best on the planet at going long distances, and Eliud Kipchoge is the best of the best that there's ever been. Marathon world record holder. So yes, I would agree. I'd also like to be Eliud Kipchoge.
You need to carry this love affair off the air, because we've got to go to the news now. Sorry about that, everyone. Ross, great to meet you, Ross. Well done.
The best entertainment all in one place.
You are awesome. Here's our Rachel now.
On DAB Digital Radio, on the app, and on virginradio.co.uk. This is Virgin Radio News.
Our top stories this morning. Olivia Colman has won Best Actress at the Oscars for her role in The Favourite. The British star looked stunned as she accepted the prize at the 2019 Academy Awards, describing it as quite stressful and hilarious. Green Book got Best Picture, while Bohemian Rhapsody led the way with 4 wins, including Best Actor for Rami Malek. Shallow from A Star Is Born picked up Best Song. Here's Lady Gaga, who wrote and performed it.
To my sister, my soulmate, I love you. My family's here. I love you, Mom and Dad, badly. There is not a single person on the planet that could have sang this song with me but you. Thank you for believing in us. Thank you so much.
Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn has accused the Prime Minister of recklessly running down the clock on Brexit. Theresa May has ruled out holding another so-called meaningful vote this week. She says there will be a fresh one on the withdrawal deal in the Commons by March the 12th. The PM believes the UK's exit at the end of next month is within our grasp.
We want to leave the European Union on the 29th of March with a deal. That's what we're working for. We've had good progress, constructive discussions with the European Union, and we'll be continuing that work so that we can leave on the 29th of March and leave with a deal.
Long-awaited inquests into the deaths of 21 people in the 1974 Birmingham pub bombings are due to get started later. The 2 blasts are widely believed to have been carried out by the IRA, but the question of identifying who was responsible won't be part of proceedings. Paddy Hill spent nearly 17 years in prison before his conviction and those of 5 others were quashed.
I'm still a very angry man. But it ruined my life, not only ruined my life, but it ruined my parents' lives, my brothers, sisters, my wife, my 6 kids. Ruined all our lives. There's no help for any of us.
Adverts for junk food are being banned across the entire travel
Sam and Ross have got to meet as well. Sam Bingham and Ross they've all got to meet up. I could tell Sam was in there hoping that he could meet Ross. Ross was just about to. Right, we're going to get Ross back on tomorrow, I think, because this is just coming. Sorry, I know we're going to play some music in a minute, but Wim Hof, right? Wim Hof, who Vass and Ross were talking about there. I had no idea about this, and nor did the Braid family working. I'm with you here, the Braid family. Wim Hof controlling his own immune system by breathing. Why don't we hear more about that in the news these days? Who cares about the blooming Kardashians?
DAB
Quite right,
Radio on the app and on virginradio.co.uk. This is Virgin Radio.
Gobsmack is take 2. Today's Gobsmack is chosen by Sandra Robinson from Leighton Buzzard in Bedfordshire. Morning, Sandra. She says, I passed my driving test in the summer of 2002 and my then boyfriend made me a compilation CD. These were the first 2 songs on it. Time must have played it 1,000 times in my old hand-me-down brown Vauxhall Cavalier. Sandra has picked me on the radio today. Derek and the Dominoes with Layla, but first Foo Fighters with Times Like These.
sick of people used a plastic straw after they broadcast Blue Planet 2. So it's good fun. It's really...
We
can, it's fine. Yes, that's entirely...
Apocalyptic lack of nuance.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you meet people face to face, it's not like that, is it? You know, we read about it all the time, everything's divided and split up, and you
Adams. And better than me, 9:23 on a beautiful day. Here we are, top of the news tower, 14th floor, overlooking the River Thames. High tide this morning at 5:42, was it? Gorgeous, stunning. Lapping over the pavement around where would that be?
Chiswick.
Okay.
Chiswick Mall. Yeah, you get to.
Around the UK. So I'd love to get to this. You know, we live in Marsden, but I'm going to try and get.
That's weird because people who come to the show have seen the poster of me in full Lucifer get up, and then I walk out on stage and you can see people going, oh, he's really gone for it, wow. And all my stand-up mates going, you have missed the point of stand-up, which is walk in, talk and go again. It takes me like an hour to get ready and an hour to wash everything off, and everything at home is red.
Does it really take that long?
It does. Yeah. I've done glue prosthetics. Do you know, it's totally worth it. I mean, I would say that on the radio, of course, but genuinely, it's really, really fun. I had someone do the makeup for the first show in Edinburgh, and then I said, no, I have to do it myself, and it's this cool process of turning myself into Lucifer. And I think as well, like some of my comedy mates have gone, oh, that's brilliant, you can say anything as the devil, that's really good, you won't be accountable. And the whole point is, this is actually the cleanest, kindest show I've written in a really long time, because Lucifer deals with sin and deals with people who are being punished for being sinful. He's sort of arriving here going, guys, take it easy, just be a little nicer to yourselves, I only want the real ones. There's some,
that's good.
He does
Did you say that
nominate.
line?
Yeah, he does nominate some real ones. I only want proper sinners.
Oh, wow.
I don't want people who can't do their weekly shop without panicking about whether you can put focaccia in the food bank bin, you know. So yeah.
So the devil is in the detail, and the devil is in charge of the detail as far as your show is concerned. So we were just chatting there during the record about something that could perhaps be conveyed as a fridge too far. Tell us about a fridge too far.
Yeah. There's this really great book written by Jamie Susskind called Future Politics. I'd recommend anybody read it. The title sounds heavier than it is, but it's really about how this thing of the tribe being too big, and how politics and all of us are unable to cope with this amount of information, and how it's shifting democracy. And you know, your fridge can talk to a database and tell it when it's running out of things, as can a bridge say that it's got too much stress load on it. The Internet of Things and all the rest of it, they're talking like your fridge is talking to a bridge. I've not represented that book brilliantly.
113 for Bagshot. An ambulance is in attendance and traffic officers are at the scene. So that's Travel on Virgin Radio.
All right, International Oil Request Monday is about